Well, this is it. Many witches are mugged. Many moblins are blown up. Many gacha seeds are planted. And now it's time for the end of Oracle Seasons. Welcome back. Previously, we finished the final dungeon in the game. We got the changing seasons from the Sword and Shield maze, and we got ourselves a Hyper Slingshot, which won't be useful for the final boss ever. So the only thing left for us to do is to go back to the Maku Tree. The Maku Tree has a thingy for us. Some kind of plot MacGuffin that'll bring this all into reasonable chaos. Oh, speaking of chaos, Meeple wants to see us off, might as well, one last time, until ages. You know what you're gonna get! Mugged! Also, this reminds me, when we got that heart container off of Maple, she dropped her potion and a ring. It was a bonanza! Of course, she's going for the gacha seed because she thinks that's more valuable. Not anymore, Maple. We're done with that. Oh, you'll remember it. I'll remember you. See you in the next game! Well, Maple saw us off. Now it's time for the Maku Tree. Hey, Maku Tree! Now we have all 8 essences! We're a true hero! Now we can destroy a dork. And we get a seed for our efforts. Wait a second, I got gacha seeds. Fly, you're on my microphone again. Get off. We got the huge Maku seed! Does this become like a really powerful ring? It penetrates evil forces! Yeah, seeds do that! Now we can defeat Onox! And now we can free Din! Man, she's been waiting a while. I wonder what's going on in that dork's castle right now. Oh, speaking of which... do you have some kind of monologue for us, Onox, before I come and kick your butt? Of course he does. Yeah, I figured you would say something like that. Alright, I'm gonna bring it! I hope you enjoy it! It's gonna be great! Ah, it's gonna be red ring powered and everything, just for you, Onox. Just for you. Time to head to the only place we haven't been on this map, except for those 2 little areas down there in the desert, which are just desert squares. The heck with them. So, one last trip to North Horon. We're going to be heading to a section of the Tower of Seasons that we haven't been to, because, plot things have been happening to it this entire game. This guy is a huge Ganondorf freak. He even mimicked his impossible to get through shield unless you have a plot token. Yeah. Mix those words up and you'll get exactly what I'm going for here. Onox has a force field. We need to break it with a Maku Seed, because that's how things work in this game. And it was over here this entire time. Oh no, an evil force field! I have a MacGuffin for that! Other ways you would get blown off the screen and can't do anything. But with the power of the 8 essences, I summon Captain Planet! Thanks, Planet! Oh, and her again. The old lady. She's back with her evil nonsense. Oh! They're back with their evil nonsense! It was Twin Rova this whole time. The weird witches from Ocarina of Time. They're on about flames. Oh no, they're up to evil! There's just too much evil to thwart today. They're always on about this evil king. Bring him over. I'll kick his butt too. I have a noble sword. Red ring. I could do it. Bring him on. Maku Tree, I released witches, and they're not the muggable kind. Twin Rova is behind everything. In ages, they were behind that plot, too. Spoiler! But we can only deal with one evil dude at a time, so we're gonna have to take care of Onox first and deal with Twin Robo later. Also, I'm waiting on the screen for the cool lightning. Ah, man, if I was an evil lord, I would want a tower just like this. Cool evil lightning in the background and eyes coming out of the tunnel. Ah, kinda sucks to be a hero sometimes. But welcome to Onox's castle. These side rooms are one big jape. They will lock you in a room and throw tiles at you. But there are fairies inside in case you're hurting. Me, I don't intend on needing the fairy. But there are wizrobes to contend with. These kinds of wizrobes, especially. And then there's another room filled with dark nuts and those floor master hands. They'll send you back to the beginning of the dungeon. Don't let them. Otherwise you'll have to fight the wizrobes again. And the dark nuts. There's also a facade in here. He just gives these a dime a dozen now. Just throw bombs in his face until he stops being a face. Try and time your bombs correctly, and you'll be able to hit him as he comes up and get 2 shots in. Kinda like that. You see, he was vulnerable for a while. One more bomb. And he becomes a helpful fairy for you. Thanks, Facade! Man, he really got downhill after Link's Awakening. And now even in the remake, he's gonna get blown up again. Man, I feel bad for him. And that's from Smooth Link, too! That must be embarrassing. Anyway, hey Din! Oh, Onox, did you take that thing from Twilight Princess? You're basically just one big chain dude, then. You're such a dork! Yeah, I know. I paid attention during the game. Well, this fly is about to sting like a bee. Good luck trying to crush me. I have a red ring. You can't even aim properly with that thing. Oh, okay. That hit me that time. But not enough. Stop with your chain ball madness. I want to get off. Ah, he's a multi-phase boss. Maybe. Oh, he's not playing fair! Now it's time for the secondary use of the Rod of Seasons. Smacking stuff! Don't hit Din with your sword, because that'll do a lot of damage to you. Just, deal with his wind attacks. And give him a few more whacks. Din, I saved you! Oh no, not a Phase 3. I hate Phase 3s! What's his name? Body did this to me, too! Alright, just collapse the floor already. Jeez! Onox, you're such a dork. Well, Link, let's see you handle the second dimension! He's not done yet. Now it's time for his true form! Oh, I was suspecting spiky-haired Onox. No, he's Sigma. Twin Rova's been behind all of this. They kinda spoiled it early, Onox. This is the might of the Dark Dragon, Onox! Being able to fly around and try to grab you. He's basically Sigma. Jump up and smack him in the gem. Now, there's some ways you could do it that you could time your jump and stay on top of the claws and put in a whole bunch of damage. I'm not good enough to do that. I'll just deal with what I got. You need to double jump over that, but it's weird timing. Basically, we just need to double spin his gem in the face. We're actually going to spin him in the face this time. This is great. Ah, I was going to try and jump for it, but it didn't work. Okay, repeat your cycle. Fireballs. Fireballs. You're so predictable, Onox. Ah, where'd you learn to be an evil guy? That's where I learned to be an evil guy. These fireballs are like semi-tracking. Alright, you hit me that time. I'll grant that. I missed you. Which means I need to go through another cycle. Thank you. Thank you for the extra cycle. I gotta stop jumping off when he's low to the ground. Because the only place he has to go is up. He can kind of manipulate where the fireballs are gonna go. So he doesn't have many attacks as a Dark Dragon. You can't really deflect these fireballs at me. Yes, I get it. I'm low on health. I understand. Alright, let's try doing this from up high now. There we go! Right in the face! And now you failed. Oh, right, that flame of destruction thing. I should have paid attention. Man, I got duped by the bad guy. I hate it. I hate it the most. Why'd you have to be so hittable? Now what am I gonna do? Well, at least I saved the din. At least I got a girlfriend. And she can do seasonal stuff, I think. That makes you Oracle, anyway. Why are you the fire goddess in other games? Well, actually, I already fixed that. I have a rod if they ever go out of black. See, now it's spring. See, now Ricky and Lino are still fighting. At least the ghosts are happy. Meeple is still mugged. Everything's better now. And now I'll have to do all of this in another game. Well, maybe you should keep the darkness out of the hearts of witches, because Twin Rova looks pretty evil. It's nice to see a Link that isn't a toy. I have some apprehensions about Link's Awakening, the remake one. Can't you tell? Well, it's the end of this game, at least. Ugh! Ugh! You guys are ugly! Well, then again, they were ugly in Ocarina of Time, too. Well, Link goofed. He lit the flame of destruction by killing a dork. He was actually useless. He was one of the temp evil guys. Now we're gonna have to contend with this evil king in the next game. Great. More evil to kill with my sword. Ah, please get that out of my face. Thank you. Because when this is all over, I'm gonna need my own evil tower. That's the real Dark King right there. Just think of all the evil things Link did in this game. But this has been The Legend of Zelda, Oracle of Seasons. Well, we goofed everything. The witches have some kind of power, but let's celebrate. Din is back in Holodrum. She's here to save the day. You know, she needed a little bit of help. Meeple is now the honorary town witch. But instead of buying things from her, we mug her. Everybody hates her. She gave me a lot of grief. I wanted that heart piece. She could have just played ball, but no. No, she liked being masochistic, I guess. The Impa, I did it! Oh, what was that for? Oh, right, this is the huge fat Impa. She has some power behind her. I keep on saying Impa as, like, that young lady from Ocarina of Time and whatnot. Hey guys, can you give us some space? I said some space! That's it, I'm summoning Tingle! I'll bring Tingle over here, you guys won't know what's what. He's the Triforce of Rupia now. The one in the middle. So that's been the game. This is actually the first time I've ever beaten Oracle Seasons, actually. I usually gave up, like, maybe a quarter of the way through. Because the second and third dungeons are kind of obtuse. And back when I played them, the internet was just, like, an early thing. So, yeah, I didn't have much patience for it. I was like, I just want to go back to the good Zeldas. But this is a good Zelda. And I'm sure Ages is gonna have its own things. It's just that it's, weird. Like, Capcom wanted to put in that whole RNG thing with the gacha seeds and Meeple randomly dropping stuff. It was really, really weird. And oh yeah, the whole ring thing and the password system. This is a strange breed of game that obviously never came back. Maybe now that they could do the linking stuff better with like remakes and such, maybe they should work on that. Please no smooth link though, just Link Between the Worlds Link. Yeah, since he's the descendant of Link to the Past anyway, you know? They'll look similar. All the links look similar. Got excuses here, I'm giving you them. But not much to say about this game though. I've been more focused on playing it than looking up anything about it, except it being the original Zelda remake. So the next game is, Oracle of Ages, obviously. But not right away. It's October soon. We need to get spooky. And as spooky as puzzles are, I have a spookier game in mind. So Link's gonna take a little bit of a break before he travels to the next kingdom. Solves this whole Oracle's dilemma. But we're gonna need this. This is a secret to Labrina. We bring this over to Ages, it turns it into the linked game version. We'll have like an extra heart piece, and we'll have our sword right away, we'll have our secret flute thing to summon Dimitri with, because we can't choose our friend over there. And we could get a hold of like passwords and such to get some cool stuff. Get some cool upgrades, get some early sword upgrades. And also, we need our ring secret so we can bring over our red ring and really wreck face. But obviously I need to save and quit this, and I need to write that code down. That's going to be a weird code. But saving it turns this into post-game mode. You can come back into this game, there will be characters that you link with from Ages. And that means I'm going to have to hold on to this game until we finish all those secrets, because I'll have to come back here and record this again to show what the secrets unfold. But for now, this was Oracle of Seasons. Link is currently writing to Labrina. But for me, I'm going to be writing into a different game. I'll see you next time. I've been ArmoredChocobo. Good night.